Welcome to Leaf On Lessons. Education modernized, learning maximized. Adjectives in English may not seem like they should cause any problems. You do not need to change their endings according to the gender and case of the noun they qualify, as in German. Nor you do not have to know whether they should be placed in front of or after the noun, as in French. In fact, however, there are a number of difficulties that English adjectives can cause, even to the more advanced learners of the language. Let's have a look at some of these general problems. In general, adjectives can be both attributive and predicative. This simply means that we can say both the big house and the house is big, or the interesting book and the book is interesting. However, there are some exceptions. Many adjectives beginning with the letter A cannot be used attributively. So, for instance, we can say the girl is asleep but not the asleep girl, or the animal is alive but not the alive animal. Similarly, we can say that the child is ill, but to refer to an ill child may raise some eyebrows, although a sick child is acceptable English. The word poor is also interesting. Its meaning of not rich can be used both ways. The people are poor or the poor people. But when it has the meaning of unfortunate or unhappy, it can only be used attributively. In other words, we can say the poor child, but not the child is poor. Some adjectives, the so-called classifying adjectives, behave in the opposite way. For example, you can speak about a woolen jacket, but we do not say my jacket is woolen. Similarly, we refer to outdoor sports, but to say sports outdoor is a little far off. A piece of writing may contain countless mistakes, but we cannot tell a friend that her mistakes are countless. Another example is knowing the correct order of adjectives when they are more than one qualifying a noun. For example, is it a big old house or an old big house? Do we speak of the 3 first days of the vacation or the first 3 days? Is someone who is annoying us a little obnoxious boy or an obnoxious little boy? Those who grow up speaking standard do not worry themselves with questions like these. They intuitively choose the correct order, although very few of them have any idea of the rules they are following when they do so. A related problem, and one not intuitive to those who grew up speaking standard English, is the punctuation of a string of adjectives used attributively or predicatively. Can we write, she's a silly little girl, or must it be, she's a silly little girl? If a nice big blue belt is acceptable in British English at least, why is a wonderful enormous aquamarine belt not? He has a large, beautiful, powerful car is correct. But what about his car is large, beautiful, powerful? A further difficulty with adjectives is knowing the comparative and superlative form of those of 2-syllable words. Do they follow the 1-syllable rule of adding ER, or do they require more or most as 3-syllable adjectives do? For example, is John a commoner name than Wilberforce, or a more common one? Is this restaurant crowdeder than that one, or more crowded? Is Mary politer than Susan, or more polite? There are no rules that are of much use to answer these questions. The learner must rely on a good dictionary in order to employ the words correctly. That's it for this lesson. Complete the quiz under the video. See you in the classroom.